Hey, welcome to Projection Arena. So, the part two of moving averages and MACD, the backtested results as promised, I'm sharing here. So, how I have done this is using this script. So, the, on 1 hour time frame, if 20 moving average, which is EMA, exponential moving average, has crossed the 50 EMA, which is nothing but the fast moving average it has crossed a slow moving average, then this is an indication that the stock is bullish. So this is one such backtested results. This is plain vanilla. So there is no complexity involved. So just one thing that I just used futures instead of cash because there are a lot of trades coming up. We can do this system with leverage by buying options or uh, buying futures, then this would give better advantage rather than going up with cash trades, which is like we'll get very minimal profit. So that is the reason we have taken the futures. And this is the MACD. So this is the script for MACD. So I've since MACD is giving a lot of results, I've added one more extra filter that market cap should be more than 50. Usually futures are market cap with 25,000. So, so now I have moved to 50,000 so that I can reduce the results. So to backtest also it is very difficult. So it is coming around 150 or 170 trades for MACD positional trades, and I've converted it to hourly. And you can also do daily, but I don't think we will get proper entries now because already the market has been at very high. So we can continue the trend instead of waiting for the stocks to come down. So how you can do is by whenever the MACD line, 1 hour MACD line is crossed the signal line, which is nothing but a crossover, and one more condition is that it should be below one, below or less than equal to one. There are few trades which we are losing out, very good trades. So few times it will do the crossover at the almost at the bottom of the above the bottom. So these are also very good trades. So I just place it would be ideal below zero, but I like to beat at more than one. Sorry, less than one instead of zero. And we have 60 the close price, like there are no close price which is below 60, but I just put this because of extra added feature, like if we can miss out few, better to miss out few low trading stocks. So that is the reason why I have kept this. So this doesn't make much difference anyway. So this is the query that I have written for MACD. So the backtested results are here. So there are total around uh, I don't know why these numbers are misplaced. Then let me, or I can, yeah, drag a little. So you can see we have got around, I don't know why. Let me do that again. So we got around 70 or 75 trades, I think, 76 trades. So out of 76 trades, the results are like uh, out of 76 we have 52 winning trades and 24 losing trades. So when the stop loss is hit, I placed below, like below previous swing low. So somewhere, if I'm trading here, sorry, let me put the crossover first. There is the crossover. So here, if I am getting the position trade here, I'm putting this as stop loss. So if it is more than 3% or 4%, I'm placing it as 2.5 or 3. If it is more than 5, better to exit early than waiting for the stop loss trade. So if it is a successful trade, then you should not even touch the stop loss. That is how the trend has to be. So 2.5 or 3 is the maximum loss that I'm planning to take. You can see 3.4, uh, so not more than 3.5. So that way you can limit even by giving some extra stop loss. You can actually get some profits, success percentages. So I have placed it as 3 or 3.5, and you can see the success ratio is 68%, and the number of trades for the whole month is 76. And you can actually reduce this number by using price action and get exactly where the breakout is happening. So that way you can actually reduce these trades. But anyway, if you are seeing any breakout is going to happen in 3 or 4 days, and it is staying at lows or swing lows or somewhere around bottoms, then you can take that trades, and you can continue this continue this positional trades. But I have taken up this entire backtesting results, so that I just want to see how much promising they are, and I got 76 trades, out of which I have actually placed and backtested them. I've got somewhere around, if I have invested 1 lakh in each of these 76 trades, then the profit is 2 lakh 93,000. So 70% of success rate, 68% of success rate you got after eating up those stop losses from your profit. You got around 2 lakh 93,000, which is I know you cannot invest 1 lakh. Let's assume even 10,000. So at any point of time, you are not going to have more than 2 or 3 trades. So even 10,000 would be fine, I think so. So that is how I limited them. So you got around 2.93, which is nothing but somewhere around 10,000 is 29,000. So if you have invested 29,000, sorry, 10,000, you would have got 29,000 as profits if you place 10,000 in all of these trades. So that is the result for make. Let me change to moving average. This is moving average, and the second one is MACD. So MACD, it has actually given a lot of trades than I have imagined. So somewhere around it has given somewhere. Let me move to end. And you can see there are 124 trades, and out of 124, um, it has given 88 successful trades and 36 failed trades. So it came around 71%. And the return percentage is high, as we have double the trades. So it was around 70 in that moving average crossover, and in MACD we have 124, which is around 50% more. And because of that, you got somewhere around 70% more profit. So that is how the difference between them. Both of them are almost nothing. Since the trades are more, you are getting this high profit percentage. Otherwise, the best thing that MACD is giving us is entering at bottoms, and moving averages will give us the confirmation. So if this is how the trades are performed, and if you have invested 1 lakh, then you got around 50,000, sorry, 5 lakhs. So let's assume if you have invested only 10,000 or even 5,000 per trade. If you have low capital, then even 5,000 or 1,000, let's say. If you have invested 1,000, you got 5,000 in just 1 month. So because of the high success percentage, so you got for 1,000 investment, you got 5,000 as return. So it is 1 is to 5 here, but the number of trades are very very high. So and the success percentage tends to drop when there is a sideways market. So this might vary. So it is almost equivalent to MACD moving averages. Both are almost same. There is not much difference. And these two has taken the hit of whipshaws, the two times in a month, which cannot happen every month. So just take assumption that if this happens in future, even then you can see these are very promising results. And you can initially see that the stop loss has been hit continuously when there is reversal, or sorry, let's say if we have taken trades just before the Vipshas, then this is the losing trades. So when on 21st, sorry, on since 18th, there were almost gradual fall in the market, and after 21st, that was a very big fall. Since because of that reason, you can see some similar pattern in MACD also. Initially, it has taken the hit for 13 trades, uh, since it has given a lot of trades. So that is the reason why you got these uh, initial stop losses. But after that, 22nd, the next day of the fall, markets are started to rise higher. So then these like has given almost very good trades, and you can see out of 76, again you can see that after 14th or 15th, the markets are started to fall, continuing to fall, like it has peaked out and trying to fall from the high. So that is when the market has given the stop loss to this. So that is how the two Vipshas has been calculated. So there were around uh, six, seven trades, and at the bottom it has given around three trades. So 10 trades. If we had those 10 trades, then this would have been 62, and this would have been 14. So success percent would have been a different, like 60 by 14 is almost more than 75. So if you don't have the Vipshas or the falls on the market, but that tends to be happening very frequently, like twice or thrice a month. So this is how these two has given the profits. Since the return seems to be higher on MACD, but the number of trades, due to those number of trades, you got somewhere around how many 50 trades has been more for MACD. It has been continuously giving these bottoms, and after entry it is failing, and again after a few days it is giving another indication to buy. So that is the reason why if you are hit stop loss very early, and the best part is moving averages and MACD. You can see Wipro has given around 25% profit, and this has hit trail stop loss below 50 EMA. So after that, it even given some good returns. So what you could do, whenever let's say you've invested 1 lakh and you got 25,000, just leave the profit and take the amount that you invested, and uh, this would give you, you will not lose anything out of your profits. If you lose, you lose the profits, not your capital. So you can leave that profit there, and you can continue. If it is a good stock like Wipro or pharma stocks or IT stocks, it's okay. You can continue. You can see Naukri has given 17%. This is the bottom entry, which has given very good results. And where everyone were bearish, you have to blindly believe in your trading setup and you have to take up the trade. Wavehell has given almost 18% return, and it is hit the stop loss, trailing stop loss. But the stock is below to this level, below 177 even now. So you can exit the low performing stocks early like this, and you can see 2%, 3%, 6%. These are not very good trades. If you are a trader, if you are an investor, you can continue. You can ignore that 50 EMA and continue. Your success percentage will also be higher, and you will have number of winning trades more than this setup. So it's up to you how much risk you want to take. This is just the basic calculation that I have made. If the stock is closed strongly on 1 hour candle uh, below the 50 EMA, so if you can take, if 1 hour candle is below 200 EMA, you can exit. But you usually get the re-entry even if let's say the market has reversed from right now it is 15,000 or 14,500 or 600, which is trading now. If you see that market is going way below than 13,000, like March, how we seen that very big fall. If you want to avoid those, you can even you can exit at 200 EMA, but you can if you exit at 50 EMA, you will again get the trade to take at crossover again. So that way you can continue to buy. So this is the scenario. You can exit here, probably here, and you can continue to trade. You can leave this trade. You can see it's a very big fall. You are saved from here, and now you can continue to trade this again. Once this crossover has happened, you can buy here and you can continue the trend again. So that way you can avoid the whipshaws from the market, and that will give you some clear idea how to trade the markets, and you can improve the success percentage. So if you are seeing any stock which is like giving more than 10%, do not exit the trade, because if stocks are moving more than 10%, then more than 10% or 15%, if you are having 33% of returns, then you just continue that stock. You don't have to exit with your profits. Just continue, even if it is going below 200 EMA or 20 EMA, because 33% is not a small number. It doesn't come in so easily. So you can see all the stocks are giving 15, 20, or 5 or 3. So if you are more than 20, then better you continue the trade, and it will be a multiplier for you in the coming days. So it can go above 100, which is nothing but a 2x return, which is very hard. Even if you get such trades, then you are beating the market. You are beating the benchmark index. So better to hold with it, and you can continue the trend. So that is what I would like to show you, and this is one sample trade that I have shown you how to trade, and it's up to you if you want to take the MACD crossover or the moving average crossover. Both are having promising results, and both are almost giving same amount of profit. So, and also you can reduce the number of trades by taking the moving averages. So if it is moving averages crossover, then you can do one thing. You can enter at the crossover of MACD, and when you are seeing the crossover of moving averages, he invest here some amount and here invest some amount here, and you can buy at every moving average. So if you continue this, then I think you'll get around. Since this is happened in November, I didn't get the Tata Steel. So this December is the like consolidation or moderately bullish market. If you even in moderately bullish market, you are getting almost how much is profit. Oh, investment of 1 lakh has turned 3 lakhs almost, so it is around 3x return. 3x return when benchmark index is has given you of 7%, I think, from December 17th to January 17th. It is around, let's say, 15%. So if you are getting 15% of return from Nifty, trading Nifty, and if you are getting 3x return, is almost triple, thrice the profit, then I think this has good potential to trade. Up to you which one you follow, or less trades or high trades. If you invested 10,000 in all of those, you would have got almost 30,000. So just in 1 month, if you are getting thrice the money, then I think there is no better indicator that you can trade. I know there are multiple indicators which can be better than this, but you have to develop some system and continue to invest in that only single indicator. So that is all I would like to say, and you can get this indicator, like you can have all the indicators at one point, like moving average, pivot points, and previous day weekly highs and VWAP. Everything is available in one single indicator. You can get it when you search with HL VWAP with the name, and you can use this indicator for your riding the trend. So that is all I would like to convey, and I have put a lot of effort in this, so please do subscribe. I'll like to post a few more videos with your encouragement. And thanks for joining.